If you've ever made it to the end of a game and had that huge moment where everything is on the line, it's one moment that can make or break a game. Those moments are full of stress, where your heart is beating, your breathing is shallow, and you're sweating profusely, your muscles are tight. Those moments are the moments where you need to be the mentally toughest. I'm Brett Cotty from Cotty's Coaching. I'm here to talk to you about the fight or flight response once again, and how it relates to the inverted U from sports psychology. So the fight or flight response is going to kick in those high pressure moments. We talked about that in last video, where when you're starting to feel stress, your fight or flight response is your body's reaction to that stress. It's trying to prepare you for that. And most coaches might think to themselves, well, isn't that something that I want from my athletes? Don't I want them to be able to fight the hardest or to run the fastest when it comes down to it, when the pressure is high? Don't we want that from our athletes? Yes, we do, but turns out the fight or flight response isn't going to get that, and it's going to diminish your technical skills significantly as well. This comes from the inverted U theory in sports psychology. So on one side, you have no arousal. You're tired, you're asleep, you're lethargical. And then you have, on the other side, hyperarousal, where you're crazy, you're over energetic, you're hyper. You want to find the moment in between those where you're at your best, because you're going to start to go up and your performance is going to increase as you go up this U. But at a certain point, your arousal is going to get too high and you're going to get overexcited. And when that happens, then your skills are going to diminish and your performance is going to diminish. You're going to start feeling that muscle tightness, and those muscles are going to start fighting against each other, which is going to hurt not only your speed, your agility, but also your technical skills. The technical skills have a much lower threshold for over-arousal than these large motor skills do. So if you're trying to hit a golf ball, the best thing to have is a very, very relaxed state of being, very relaxed body. You don't want to be over-aroused. That's why golfers are not players that are overly hyped up. Whereas in football, you want that arousal to be higher because you want more of those gross motor movements. But if you've got a quarterback who's frantic out there and is overexcited, you're going to end up seeing them make a lot of mistakes because they're not totally ready for the moment, because their performance is starting to kick off on the other side of that U. Coaches have always seen this for players that don't come in ready, that don't have enough energy. They're slow, lethargical. But that's a pretty easy fix for coaches most of the time. It's a lot easier to get you to get energy than it is to start to relax that energy, because once you have too much of it, it's hard to calm yourself back down. You have to take measures, you have to use tools from sports psychology or mental health to help kind of bring yourself back down. So that is why that stress response is not actually going to help you in a game. It's only going to hurt you. It's only going to distract you from the moment and worsen your performance. So if you're looking to improve your performance, you got to make sure that you are hitting that top of your inverted U, where you're playing at your very peak. You're not too excited, you're not too lethargic. You want to be right in the middle where you're hitting that sweet spot and you have found where you can perform at your very, very best. And one of the best ways to do that is, again, with that breathing. If you need a little energy, breathe quickly. Shallow breaths, quick shallow press will start to bring a little bit of blood flow to your body and give you a little more energy. If you need to slow yourself down, take those deep, slow breaths and try and slow yourself down. Try and find that perfect spot for you, because you want to be at your peak, especially when the moment is the highest. That's all I got for this week. I appreciate you coming through here, commenting, subscribing, liking, all of the above. I love hearing from you guys. It's just so much fun doing these videos. As always, go to brettcotty.com. Check out our stuff on mental toughness. It's awesome. You'll work one-on-one with me to teach you about how to find your peak and how to get there consistently. That's what mental toughness is all about. So that's one of the big things that we will teach you if you're looking to get to your peak. And as always, until next time, just keep getting tougher.